Hey gang, it's JC and this is your Daily Dose for Wednesday, June 23rd, 2010. A cooperative venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. We have Dave Murray's weather forecast for you every day here now at jc'sdailydose.com. Also, we have archives at the top of the page. You can look at the old stuff, and you can subscribe on iTunes. Just hit that icon, and then you can listen to the audio of the Daily Dose every day. Somebody at the radio station said, yeah, we think this is a really good idea. Let's pay him his full salary and not make him come to work for a year and a half, give him a paid year and a half vacation. So we're twisting by the pool. Must be an interesting message to the remaining employees at the station who have to go to work every day and take pay cuts. I don't know. Makes sense to somebody. All right, now we used to do this from time to time. We'd tell you a joke or release something to the public and say, now watch, this is so good, watch, within a week it'll come back to us, where people will start sending out in those email blasts that you get, oh, I got the greatest joke ever. I predict that this one will come back to me within a week. So here we go. Officials in the Gulf have put a wedding ring on the BP oil leak. It stopped putting out immediately. Oh! Oh! Okay, well, watch how fast before it comes back. This week's award for least imaginative idea for a TV news story goes to KSDK's Ryan Dean. Yesterday he did the story about guys laying asphalt in the heat. It was only 88 degrees. Come on, Ryan. At least wait until it hits 99 or 100 before you go out there. It's sort of the obligatory news story. Everybody's got to do it when it gets really, really hot out. Let's go, the asphalt guys. It's amazing. Game 7 of the NBA Finals. 28 million people watch. Now, I don't even like basketball, and I especially don't like the NBA, but hell, I watched Game 7. A Game 7 in anything, cockfighting, would be interesting and worth watching. And I got caught up in the frenzy after the Lakers won the thing. I overturned myself. All right, we've got a couple of random stories for you here today. And, the census is still going on. And about 1 in every 4 Americans did not fill out their census form, and that meant that people had to go door to door. Well, of those people who go door to door going, hey, you didn't fill your thing out, can I ask you a couple of questions? 409 of them have been assaulted or attacked in some way. 132 census workers have had a weapon pulled on them. 88 have had somebody taking a swing at them. 24 of them have had somebody sick their dogs or other animals on them. 12 of them have had gunshots fired, at least in their general direction, and 12 census workers have been kidnapped and held against their will. And nobody exactly knows why. They don't know if it's because people don't want to be counted, or if they're illegals, or, you got these people who don't want the government to know anything they're doing, but sucks to be a census taker these days. All right, the Pew Research Center, they do pretty good work when they do these polls about trends and politics and stuff like that. They're pretty accurate. And they said, well, what's going to happen 40 years from now? What will happen in the year 2050? 2050, 40 years from now. And by the way, that will fly by. I can tell you from experience, 40 years just goes zip. So they asked a whole bunch of Americans what's going to happen in the next 40 years. And here are the results. 58% say there's going to be another world war. 53% think that terrorists will nuke the United States. 71% of Americans believe we will have cured cancer. 81% believe computers will be able to have conversations with humans. 53% think regular people will be taking vacations to outer space. 74% think most of our energy is going to come from alternative sources instead of coal and oil. 42% think scientists will invent something that could read our minds. 86% think the retirement age is going to climb into the 70s. 63% believe paper money will be gone. 61% say nobody's even going to send a letter anymore. 31% believe Earth will be hit by an asteroid. And finally, 41% believe that Jesus will return sometime in the next 40 years. I've been saying this for a long time, and I'm serious about it. I think within the next 40 years, they will have some sort of machine or computer or something like that that will be able to tell us finally what our cats and dogs are thinking. And most importantly, what they think of us. You watch. All right, a website called 24/7 Wall Street just released the results of a major survey, and they are trying to predict what companies might be extinct by the end of next year. Here's the list. Zales Jewelers, sales way down. Reader's Digest, circulation way down. Blockbuster, they're getting killed by Netflix and Redbox. Dollar Thrifty rental cars. Not enough people renting cars, too many rental car companies. T-Mobile, they say they're going to have to merge with somebody. BP, why? And finally, Radio Shack, it looks like they'll either get taken over by Best Buy or just disappear completely. Also, Kia Motors, they think, might be in trouble. There's a couple of companies I'd like to see go out of business. Any fast food chain that takes existing food and then puts other food in that existing food and then calls that a new sandwich just because... All right, remember the club? The club, that thing you would put on your steering wheel, particularly if you lived in an urban area. There were a lot of people who had it because it was supposed to keep people from stealing your car. Well, a former professional thief was asked about this. He said, yeah, thieves would just carry a little hacksaw and you could cut through the plastic steering wheel in a couple of seconds, and then they would use the club for the extra torque to break the steering wheel, so the club actually made it easier to have your car stolen than... well, what the opposite effect was supposed to be. All right, I've had cats around the house most of my adult life, and it's the never-ending story, the argument, are cat people better than dog people, smarter than dog people, whatever the case may be. All right, so a new survey is out that says that healthier people own dogs. According to a study, dog owners generally have lower blood pressure and lower cholesterol. I think it's because you got to walk the dog, you don't have to walk a cat. Cat owners are well educated, much more so than dog owners. They found that more cat owners have degrees. Owning a dog is more expensive than owning a cat. And if you have an outdoor cat, it's even less expensive to own a cat because you don't spend as much on cat litter, and sometimes they'll even eat a mouse or something. Smartest dogs, Doberman Pinschers, Border Collies, Golden Retrievers, German Shepherds, and Poodles. But cats are pretty much all the same. No breed is smarter than the other. And more people own cats. 78 million Americans own dogs. 94 million Americans own cats. And we've had dogs for twice as long, though. There's only 2 cats that I've not been able to get along with. I get along with cats great, strange cats and stuff. But one was Carl's cat, Doe Kitty. I would come back looking like I was involved in the Tate LaBianca murders after trying to play with that cat. It would scratch me and bite me. And then Boots the cat in Fort Wayne, Indiana. That would just bite anything that walked. All right, a website called airfarewatchdog.com just released surveys of their results of their survey. 68% of people think there should be a separate section on the plane for people traveling with kids. Only 51% of people think small pets should be allowed to fly in the cabin. They agreed overwhelmingly that Delta has the rudest flight attendants. United was second, Southwest was best. 62% of people said that they would never pay a fee to bring on a carry-on bag. And readers say the worst type of person to sit next to on a plane is someone who's sick or coughing, and the second worst person is someone who's really, really, really large. Which airlines' flight attendants are the biggest tramps? It was a 10-way. It was a 10-way tie. All right, last year, about this time, was the beginning of the summer of death. Remember all those people who died last year? Michael Jackson, Patrick Swayze, Farrah, Walter Cronkite, John Hughes, even Billy Mays, the Taco Bell dog. Well, it was 1 year ago today that Ed McMahon passed away at the age of 86. I don't know about you, but it just bugs me that Ed McMahon and Johnny Carson are both no longer with us. That just seems inconceivable to me. All right, JC's Video Village today. We're going back to October of 1985. JC cruising the supermarket aisles with Mr. Whipple, as in Don't Squeeze the Charmin. The Wayback Machine is an old Keishi TV spot from 1985 that stunk, and not necessarily the news is Chris Carpenter. JC's Eye Candy today, be careful who you honk at. And we'll leave it at that. Look at the video. All right, tomorrow we're going to get ahead on this Michael Jackson 1-year anniversary of him checking out thing before the freak show starts. And we'll set you up for the Eagles' Dixie Chicks concert. Oh, I can't wait. Yeah. In the meantime, that's JC's Daily Dose for Wednesday, June 23rd, 2010. A cooperative venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. And in the meantime, we've beaten this one to death. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.